Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Rosero Network. I am Dan. I'm joined by Dean. Hi, Dean.
Hello, everybody.
Dean, we are playing Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. Well, we're not playing it. We did play it like late last night. So over the next couple of days, we're going to have a couple of Sekiro videos. The first one is going to be looking at like the intro section and like one of the kind of mini bosses. And then the next video is more explorative. But yeah, basically, this is Dark Souls samurai game kind of thing. I know they said it was different to Dark Souls, but mate, it is not.
That's brutal. That was brutal.
It is. So yeah, just first things first, bit of knowledge to drop your way. Did you know? You probably did know because we were talking about it upstairs, but that's not the point. The viewers at home, listeners, they might not know. They'll be viewers. They'd be really worried if they were just listening to this, but you can. Sekiro, the kanji is broken into two parts. One means missing an arm, and the other bit means wolf. So Sekiro is a one-armed wolf, and that is us.
Oh.
We've got one arm. We've got like a prosthetic arm that we can attach kind of shurikens to and shit like that.
Little robo arm.
Yeah, it basically is. It's a robo arm. Like the grapple hook and all that kind of stuff. It's crazy. So as you can see, we're far more kind of mobile than Dark Souls, Bloodborne. If Bloodborne was a step up in terms of movement to Dark Souls, this is a step up in terms of movement and agility to Bloodborne, and then some.
Okay.
Like you can't just use the grappling hook whenever, wherever. You have to use it specifically when those little green kind of symbols.
Right.
So let me tell you a little bit.
Yeah.
So the gameplay, right? A lot of it, it's about you got to master the parry, and there we go. We just mastered the parry. We didn't master it. But yeah, so that was a little bit of intro. We wanted to start with our first attempt at General Kawarada, and like so that the little symbol that pops up basically means you can't deflect that and block that. But it's all about blocking. It's all about dodging. I didn't do either of those then.
Oh God!
And this guy is mental. We got some cool things to say. It's in a lot of ways like there's no stamina. It's all about posture. And that's our posture bar you can see at the bottom. And it's the same with him. In order to kind of deal damage to him, you need to max out his posture. So that is parrying, perfect parryings, and then getting hit in. That is just kind of just making him just flail massively and miss. But that's so he uses like an ability there to bring down his posture.
Oh, okay. I thought it was healing.
But yeah, that was our first attempt. We did awful. But we have resurrection because it's called Shadows Die Twice. So we get another chance. Clearly, this is our first attempt, and we definitely didn't do it in our first attempt. But
got
I think we spent. Yeah, no, like he's got 2 bars. Oh, actually, no, he's got 1. But once you max out his parry, you can then do a death blow. So you max out the posture bar with parries and stuff, then you can do a death blow. So death, it's like that. We're back at a sculptor's idol. So the sculptor is one of the kind of the main characters who basically fixes your arm up. He saved you earlier on in the game because there is like a story and cutscenes and a plot, which you could argue Dark Souls doesn't really have. I'm going to get some shit for that, but I don't care. You can do this really cool shit. So you can go and you can find alternative ways to give you a handle and an advantage in the boss fight. So you can use the agility to kind of get round the outside, and he can't do anything. There's no objections whatsoever. But it is a Dark Souls-esque game, so death is inevitable. You just gotta kind of deal with the punches, I guess.
Yeah.
But you don't have souls in this thing.
Okay.
When you die, you level up like an RPG.
What, with the experience?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you'll see it later on in the video that in the top right there'll be like a level thing, and when you die, you lose 50% of your current progress to the next level.
Ouch, that's a bit harsh.
Yeah, and you lose 50% of your sen as well. So a sen is your currency.
Okay.
But like this guy is mental. He's agile. We've got a healing gourd, which is the same as like an Estus flask for the Dark Souls kind of thing. And this guy will, at this moment, we're like, yeah, we're a little bit cocky. And then he does this.
Ah, no.
He loses half our health, which is in the bottom left corner.
Oh, God.
And then he's about to heal. But that was a bad move, Dean. And now he's done. Finished with a death blow.
Nice.
So that was like one of the kind of the mid bosses. But yeah, the plot, as I was like briefly touching on, you start the game, you're a shinobi, you're this powerful warrior. Something happens. The divine heir gets kidnapped by, I think it's Lord Genichiro Ashina, if I recall. And he kidnaps the divine heir, so you're basically going after it. But look at the agility. Like you can't do this in like a Dark Souls game.
No, swinging about.
Yeah,
or Spider-Man.
use that grappling hook.
Or Batman, I guess, is a better comparison, right?
Yeah, and then like the parry system, we'll see a little bit more in this kind of sequence of events. Because I've kind of basically aggroed a load of people here. So
is that what all the arrows are?
Yeah, you got to block and parry, dodge. You can sidestep. You can jump, like dodge. You can jump over like sweep attacks and stuff like that. So I'm blocking here. I'm trying to parry. Like parrying, like the timing you gotta nail. Ooh. But it's key, the parry in this. Whereas like you could get away with not doing it in Dark Souls and Bloodborne, but in this, like you've got to learn to parry. Like you can block, but the parry is where the big damage is. I like this. Like he comes up and he misses me, like healing behind the tree, and then there's like stealth mechanics. Like you can crawl as well. Like, and then you can take him down, like executions from behind, but just being agile. But right. Yeah, I mean, you're looking at it like Deja Vu. It looks like a Dark Souls game, but obviously more agile and stuff like that, which is cool. And it's one of those games like the boss fight. I think we spent we spent about 2 hours and 45 minutes in the end playing it. And with that boss, we literally did try everything to beat him. Like strategies and stuff like that, but this is the great. So this is where you see the resurrection mechanic. Well, in a second, that's my shuriken, which is meant to kind of knock them out of their animation. But like the enemies think I'm dead, so I resurrect behind his back, and then I do a takedown.
Oh wow!
Which I absolutely adore. That it's like Sekiro, I am addicted to you. Like I genuinely loved it. It's fucking really hard. Yeah. So this is the same area. We're going a different route this time, and we're kind of, this is early on in our hands-on. This is like an hour in, but we're learning the controls, the nuances, just being super agile and doing stuff like this, which is great. But it's almost like Predator mode. You're right. Like you can kind of drop in, drop out, pick off people, then kind of escape them, or you can just do this, and you're those death animations, the execution animations, you are invincible. They're invincible frames.
Okay, so like no one can touch you whilst you're being a badass.
Because I would have been back then showboating when I could just like slice his head off, wasn't it? But like it's all about, there's a lot of waiting for them to kind of attack you. In the end, I just got bored and just ran off. But yeah, like it's cool. Like I really like it. The next video we do see some really cool environments as well. But
it's a pretty looking game.
Yeah, it is.
Very
we only
nice.
played it in 1080p, which is videos in 1080. Will be in 4K, obviously. But yeah, we didn't have that. So there's like platforming stuff as well. You can find different routes to kind of approach kind of like bosses and different things. And this is a weird kind of cockerel. So you find a lot of humans, but then there's like a 6-foot cockerel.
That's huge.
Yeah, so exactly the same as the bonfires.
Nice.
Basically. But yeah, like, I know what you're thinking, Dean. You want to know what's underneath those clothes?
I do.
Well, like apart from the shit hot shinobi arm, which is the main thing, like we don't know. But the cool thing is that the shinobi arm, like you'll see in the next one, you can add different attachments. So what you've got in the bottom corner, you'll see the spirit emblems, like where it says 15.
Yeah.
Basically, that is, you use those for your special abilities, like the shurikens, there's some fire ones, and there's some stun stuff. And this is an ogre who, spoiler, is about to batter me.
Oh, no.
But yeah, like also, I didn't mention, I should mention before the end, there's something called Unseen Aid in it as well.
Okay.
Which gives you, at the moment, we have a 30% chance of not losing half of our experience. But yeah, we'll talk more about that and some more kind of nuances tomorrow. But that was Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, and we're about to die twice. Do look out for tomorrow's video, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Cheers, folks. Thank you. Bye.